Okay, this is from Maury, and this came out 6 days ago. I've been missing out on some Maury content, but it says this clavicular trans situation is bad. So it seems like you got caught. Oh, we already have that ready to go. We're gonna be watching that in a second. So clavicular got caught in the cookie jar. So let's see.
It's actually over for this guy, Clavicular. This is a developing story. They're saying
the cookie jar for the confused.
Clavicular kissed a trans and started crashing out, bro. And when this came across my feed, I actually came across it during a shorts reel. I was doom scrolling on YouTube like I usually do. Excuse my bottedness, but yeah, I saw this. I was like, holy shit, is this real? And when I just had to say I was shocked. I don't know what's going on. Clavicular's out here kissing random broads in clubs, and he finally got caught up kissing one that.
You never do that. Bro, you never do that. Like, I know if when you're kind of drunk and wasted and you're just like on a buzz, I get it, but like, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Do not do it. Keep those stories separate from each other. But it is what it is.
What's up? Bottomless prime, bro.
So Clavicular met these two
Bottomless prime.
Stacy's in a Paris club and starts hanging out with them.
Oh, yeah, what I was saying earlier. Do not start kissing random girls in a club. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's how you get herpes. Real easily. Don't do it.
Clavicular was having the time of his life, vibing with the music and dancing with both of them.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, dude. Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? So why is he dancing like that, first of all? Like, who dances like this, Clavicular?
No, he's stuck in 2010. They used to dance like that in was it Jersey Shore? Holy hell. That's some Jersey Shore type movements, I tell you. What is it? The Situation?
What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, honestly, it's true. I never thought I'd see the day where this guy got caught lacking so bad, man.
And while dancing, Clavicular gets really close to one of them.
Here's this girl. He has.
Oh no, bro. Is that the culprit? Is that the culprit? Is that the culprit? Bruh. It's a Jersey thing. It's just a Jersey thing. He got his hands in the confused cookie bar.
His hands on her face, on her neck, or what is supposed to be a girl. And yeah,
really
you see, he proceeds to lean in. And yeah, I think this might be the thumbnail. I don't know, but I just gotta say, this is why. Listen, whether the allegations are true or not, you gotta stop kissing random people in the club. This was bound to happen. Stop
yes, I've been saying that. Well, I've not been saying that. Like, that's the thing I've been normally saying. But like, common sense. Do not kiss people in the club. I know it's dark. I know you're buzzed. I know you're having a good time. And the person in front of you may look nice, but that's what the whole point of being in the dark looks like. Everyone looks pretty good in the dark to a degree. You must be a really ugly individual to look horrible in the dark. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. It doesn't have to do anything about you being trans or anything. But like, if you are horrendous in the dark, you are a terrorist in the light. My sight.
Doing this, like, you can see that they're enjoying the clout. Clavicular, you know, he's known for just like busting lips with anybody in the club with, you know, blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just
yes, especially when you don't know them or whatever. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This individual passes. This looks like one of them who actually passes. Because if I saw this, I would thought that was just some OF chick he's hanging out with, because all these streamers be hanging out with OF chicks, which is stupid to do. Don't do that. But like, by just looking at this individual, you couldn't be able to tell this was a Decepticon. You would not be able to know. You would be actually thinking, oh, that's just some broad. That's so sad. That's so sad. That's why you don't just kiss random people you don't know. Because now we live in a time that you have to look at it and be like, are you the genuine article, as what you say? I'm just saying, it is what it is. Come on. It's not. Listen, this is not being mean. Listen, if you're openly open. Listen, don't cancel me. Hear me out. 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 If you're an openly opened Transformer, I cannot be mad at you. But when you don't say you're not a Transformer, you are a Decepticon by default. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you a Decepticon. It is what it is. If you do evil things as a Transformer, you are a Decepticon. You need to roll the hell out. I'm just saying. Roll out. Roll out.
So why is he dancing like that, first of all? Like,
I'm sorry. It is what it is.
And while that really
you see, he proceeds to lean in. And yeah, I think this might be the thumbnail.
Now, if I'm just saying, if this person said, listen, I am who I am, Clavicular, sorry, the GDM video, Clavicular, if I'm saying it right, still proceeds to pursue you, I cannot be mad at you. If anything, you're a human being at that point. You're not even a Transformer. You're a human being. At least you was honest and you was openly honest and you told the person. If they still pursue you, that's their fault. Whatever happens to them happens to them. Not to you, to them. But when you out here trying to LARP and you're not being open with it, you are a Decepticon. You have evil intentions. It is what it is. Yes, this is exactly how people get killed. Yes, you are tricked. Because let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's be honest. Let's flip it. If it was say it was a lesbian chick and the lesbian chick thought the chick she's talking to is the genuine article. They go back home to hang out, get freaky. And then when that individual pulls their pants down and they realize, oh no. Guess what that person's gonna get? An SA charge, almost instantly. But because it's a dude being tricked, it's not that bad, bro.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a chick being tricked, this will be an SA case. But if it was a dude, it's okay. Or it's not that big of a deal. Or you're just gay, bro. Or whatever the hell it is. You just didn't know it. Oh, really? Because when you look at that individual, they look like they pass. Those are the ones that actually pass by just looking at them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the problem comes in. Because we all know if Clavicular can see through that and saw that and said, oh no, that's not what it is, I don't think he would pursue. But because it looks like an OF and acts like an OF, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Well, when you put it that, you see what I'm saying? It's not being insensitive. It's not being mean. It's only being fair, right? It's only being fair. Because that one actually passes. No cap. The first court user was like, said that it was yeah. If consent is given based on deception, then it's rape. Yep.
No, but I just gotta say, this is why. Listen, whether the allegations are true or not, you gotta stop kissing random people in the club. This was bound to happen. Stop doing this. Like you can see that they're enjoying the clavicular. You know, he's known for just like busting lips with anybody in the club with blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just like crazy to me, man. This man can't stay off him.
And starts kissing her. The dudes around them start cheering for them, and he seems very proud of himself.
Look, bro, look at this chick. Look at this chick. Not chick. This Decepticon. Look at the Decepticon. By just this angle alone, could you tell this was a woman? 9 times out of 10, you couldn't. By just this angle alone, you only know it's a Decepticon because we was told that it is. But if we just saw this on a live stream and he was doing his thing, you would think this was like any other blonde, blue-eyed white chick. Let's be honest. This is one of those that passed. Now, is that a good thing? Still no. That's not a good thing, to be honest. Because that's almost deception to its point. It's one thing if the person said, hey, listen, I'm this. You know what I'm saying?
Blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just like crazy to me, man. This man can't stay off him.
And starts kissing her. The dudes around them start cheering for them, and he seems very proud of himself.
Yeah, shout out to the surgeon. Actually, no. You know what? No, back that up. I retract that response. I understand what Bry's coming from, but when you think about it, that's a horrible thing. To hell with your surgeon, because you doctors was under the oath of do no harm, and y'all exploit these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of it to yourself. These people are evil. You exploit these people, and then you get them into a place where they think this type of behavior is okay. You know what I'm thinking about it? She like one of those scripted. That's a dude, bro.
Honestly, I'm not shocked. Chris, you have to blur this too, because Clavicular is a transmaxer himself, so it's not shocking or
Clavicular is a transmaxer.
surprising that he would be indiscriminate to where his lips are going. I don't think he cares. I think he genuinely, they're saying, bro, Clavicular sexuality has been in question for a few months now, so I'm not shocked by any of this. They're saying he didn't know though, so we'll see what happens here.
Let's fucking go!
Yep.
This guy,
Never a deceptive.
bro, after getting that nose job, has the gay Frenchman phenotype, bro. Like the.
That chick, that Decepticon looks like that of like a Paris Hilton clone.
Look at this.
But then this other dude comes up.
Yes, pretty sure that's a famous movie, older movie. Yes, that is a thing. And somehow the dude who, well, you shouldn't kill nobody, but like, then again, you should be aware that lying to people has horrible consequences. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those sayings, like it's like that free speech thing.
Up to him and asked him, well, if one of them was trans or not. Clav was left speechless and confused
Dollar Tree Paris Hilton.
because he didn't know what to say.
Look at the guy. The thing he's like, he just let him know, like, Clavicular, just let you know that guy's Decepticon. He's a Decepticon. Look at his face. Right? He didn't tell him. You know what? He wanted this to happen. The black guy wanted this to happen. I don't know his name, so I'm just refer to him based on his race. But like, the black guy wanted this to happen because like, he knows how clavicular is. Maybe he probably has his people in his small group of sector people. He didn't tell him. He knew. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, he knew. He waited for him to kiss the person just to tell him. That's evil, but yet funny at the same time. Oh, you knew?
By the way, I'm not near my main desk. I don't have my boom effect, but that's what I would usually play right now. Guy came and said, is one of them trans? And Clavicular's looking out here like he's spooked. He's out here looking like he's, caught off guard just by the very nature of that question.
I'm sorry, bro.
Beautiful, but we won't talk about it again.
We won't talk about it again, man. Listen, hey, man. I know certain guys and people are into the whole, trans thing. I'm not.
We gotta stop doing this. I think this is disingenuous. I think it's just because it's Clavicular, he's being disingenuous. Because if this, again, let's flip it. If this was a woman who was a lesbian and went home with a lesbian who was just as lesbian as she, and she found out that that person was not lesbian and was actually a biological dude, she would call SA. But for some weird reason, we don't call her, oh, you into actual men. We don't. You notice that we don't put a drowsiness on the woman's orientation if she ended up kissing a dude that she didn't know. But for some weird reason, when a dude kisses a Decepticon that he didn't know was Decepticon, and it looks more of a woman than it is looking like a Decepticon, and he kisses that individual, which he shouldn't be just kissing random people. You really shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. But ended up doing that because he buzzed the right case with you, or he's in that moment. We question him of his sexuality. Why? It's not like he kissed a actual man and just walked up to it. He kissed someone that looks like a woman. Do you see the problem here? Like, you don't guys see this? This is really this is evil way to put more horrendousness on men, right? Because it looks like a woman. Let's be honest, it looks more like a woman than it looks like a Decepticon. It looks more passing than it is like a dude with a buff dude in an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like the stereotype thing we like to use, right? Or those overweight men who you can obviously see as a man who's in a dress. But like, it looks like a passing individual, right? And because it looks like a passing individual, that's why he kissed the individual. It's not like it's an actual man he just kissed. You know what I'm saying? It's like being mad. It's like I bite a burger. The burger, it looks like a burger, but it tastes like a taco. You know what I'm saying? I asked for a burger, not a taco burger. It looks like a burger. But I'm being questioned. Oh, you like tacos the entire time, bro. That is an evil way of doing things, because that's like saying if a girl went through something similar, oh, it's not that you're a lesbian, you're just into dudes. You just never knew about it. We just had to dress this one up to look like a woman for you to not know.
What?
No, you burn in hell. That is an evil way to do things. That is such a, oh my God.
It's not my lane. I'm a straight guy. You know,
Then because if that's okay to do to men, don't be mad when you go to, like, I don't know, some store and they're advertising something and it's not that thing. It says there's no difference between men and women, right? Right? Jared's not wrong. They really try to. And they push this on men than it is on women. You know that, right? They push that more on men than they do on women. It's evil. Yes, oh, that's what you refer to as entities. Ah, that's what he means. I got to break down like Kyle's like terms for certain things. I know he says beta tester. I think he's usually referring to us. And then he says entities. But I always thought when he used entities, he's just talking about the insane liberal radicalization of things, or like people with the blue hair and all that stuff, and wants to be called man.
I love women, you know, biological females. So, but my thing is, I was under the impression that Clavicular himself was a straight like a straight man into biological females as well.
See, but this is again, this is what Maury's doing. This is disingenuous. This is disingenuous. That is evil to do. I know you may not like the dude. I get it. The reason why they push it in men is because it's about the submission and conquering of Western men. Yes, if they're beaten into submission, there is no Western civilization. Correct. That's insane. This is disingenuousness. We will not say the same thing to a woman if this was a woman. It's like when a dude goes to jail, they say, "Oh, don't drop the soap." When a girl goes to jail, you don't say, "Oh, don't drop the soap." you notice that? We laugh at a man getting the soap dropped, but as soon as a woman goes to jail, we don't even say that even close. That's so disingenuous.
Oh, now to his defense, I don't know if he knew or not.
Yeah, thank you.
Like again, this is a.
I don't think he knew. They're in the club. This man is known for taking a lot of drugs. You know, this man is like he gets buzzed a lot. You know, he's in the dark. You know that person passes in the dark even better in the dark than in the person. Maybe you can see it in the day, but they're in the dark, bro. You really think someone with that type is gonna figure that out right there and then? No way. No, he popped up here. He says, "What's funny is that if a woman kissed a man she thought had 6 figures, but he only had 5, she'll scream grape. Yep. Like, it's not that episode from from the movie from the Revenge of the Nerds. If you're old as I am, you know what I'm talking about. The scene when the girl's kissing on the Darth Vader dude, think it was her boyfriend or some dude she liked, and it found out it was one of the nerds. That there is grape, off rip. That's grape. Because she didn't ask for the dude that she wanted. So why is Clavicular being put? I don't like Clavicular. I'm just letting you guys know I don't like him either. But I'm not gonna. Thomas Jefferson said it. It's best to let 1,000 prisoners or like convicts into the streets causing mayhem than put one innocent man into prison who didn't do nothing wrong or had no knowledge of what he did. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jefferson said that, and I believe in that. You should not put someone in jail if they was not aware of what was going on. Then some convict who knew what they was doing and then try to get them out of jail. This is the evil world we're living in. Correct. Another thing men are held accountable for their actions while drunk, and women are not, and men cannot withdraw consent. Women can. Yep. That is evil.
Story, so I'm not gonna make any definitive claims. I'm just reacting to this in real time. And
but your reaction sounds like you're more on the leading that he is on that side, just because people say his orientation is in question. Just because someone's orientation in question doesn't make that true. It's just a rumor. And let's be honest, the dude went up to him and said that was a dude. Do you see his reaction? He's not happy with it. So that tells you everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. This is insane. This is evil. I don't like this. And again, I'm going to repeat. I do not like Clavicular any more than y'all do. He's annoying in his own way, but, you know, he's just a human being as anyone else. You know what I'm saying? He didn't kill well, he actually did kill somebody, but that person kind of deserved it.
You know, this is crazy.
Bro, I think the Chin isn't lying. The dude literally said that one of them was trans, and Clav's reaction was like, I don't care, I'm gay as
Now, recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in design.
Fast forward.
she was trans.
Clavicular and these apps, and you might be entitled to compensation. And with that said, let's get right back to the video. I gotta say, this is not good for Clavicular, and these allegations he's been facing for a few months now, they're kind of getting, you know, kind of wild.
To recognize a trans by the looks of the bone structure, and then when they went outside.
Thank you for that, bud. I appreciate JR. You're amazing, dude. You're amazing, dude. This is why I always make sure to put his name at the end of the video. I swear to God, I gotta put Bob's thing at the end of the next video. So this video will be the video where I'll put Bob's name in it too, because he just joined the Soup Nation.
Clav asked them hesitantly if they were trans or not because of their broad shoulders. So she admitted that yes.
Bro, look at these two women. Or one of them is, I think the one in the middle is the Decepticon. But look at this. And women will hang out with this, so you can't tell. Like, think of it to yourself. The one in the middle is the Decepticon. The other one is probably a real woman. I have no other use for the I understand, bud. Look at because the one in the middle passes. They both kind of pass them. The one in the middle passes, and I think that's the Decepticon. But women will hang out with the Decepticon, so you think, oh, that's another woman. And sometimes the woman will know that's a Decepticon and know that that person is going to Decepticon each men because they are on that same level. And they have no problem with it. Some feminists are okay with that. They think that's okay to lie to men because they was lied to. So they say do to other men who didn't lie to them. So they'll hang out with someone who's a Decepticon. Not all. They'll hang out with a Decepticon. And the Decepticon will do what they want. And they'll push it and say, yeah, that's a she. That's evil. You'll never take a word of a Decepticon, right? And the Decepticon supporter.
He was trans.
Wait, can I ask?
Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying because you're trans, you're evil. I'm not saying that. So don't think I'm saying that. I'm just saying the ones who are not being forthright coming. So if you guys watch this video, this is not an attack on them. Sucks for ugly girls. Now men are like, is she a dude? Yeah, bro. I said that earlier, like a little before you came in. It's like we live in a time where you have to look at something and be like, are you the genuine article? I don't know. And what's sad is even if you tell me yes, and you're hanging out with other chicks, they may be the genuine article lying for you to get your comeuppance to upset me. And then when I react to you for what you did to me, I'm the wrong one. What the hell? But if the other way was reversed, if a bunch of dudes was hanging out with a particular chick who, a particular dude who was pretending to be a chick, and then she started kissing on started kissing on one of the other lesbian chicks, and they want to go back to their place, and they do, and he pulls his pants down, and you realize, oh snap, this is not what I asked for. It's a literal it's a rape charge off rip. Do you see the difference here? And then if anyone else says anything, you're wrong for pushing that on a lesbian woman. She's not into dudes, just like a dude's not into dudes who are straight. You know, it does. It really much does. It definitely really things up for other. It does. This is a dangerous sentiment. Now I'm going to repeat this again because y'all gotta be mentally unstable and can't read and listen. I'm not saying if you think you're trans, you're evil. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ones who are not being forthright coming and saying, listen, now, this is who I am. This is who I am. If you choose to proceed with me, therefore that's up to you, or that's on you. If they say anything like that to that degree and let you know on it, I can't be mad at them because you pursued that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at someone who's being honest with you and being real with you. That's a real individual to you. I may not agree of being the whole trans thing, but if they're being honest with you, they're not a bad person. They're being honest with their situation. So it is what it is. If you choose to still pursue them, that is on you. If you choose to do anything to them, you are evil. You are not a victim at that point. You are evil at that point because at least they was honest enough to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I respect people who tell the truth for what it is, not people who try to do disingenuous nonsense like this. This is evil. All I'm saying is that there's a 75% chance they vote Democrat, so you could avoid a large percentage there if you just go after country girls. Yeah, you're not wrong.
A question that might be a little bit. Dude, I can't even ask.
Which one?
You can.
So I guess this one's the trans one. Which one did he? I'm pretty sure.
No, he kissed that one. That one he's next to is the one he kissed. If the trans one is that one, then he's good.
He kissed one of them. I'm thinking it's this one. It kind of looks like he was the one kissing her.
Bro, this is you see how evil this is? Maury just said that, I'm not sure about his orientation because he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But he can't even tell which one is the trans one. You don't know which one is the real woman. Do you see the problem with this? This is evil. If you're a man and you're watching this and you're still putting Clavicular's orientation in question in this one video, you are the problem, sir. Maury's watching the video, I'm reacting to Maury's video, and he can't tell which blonde, blue-haired woman is the actual woman. And we just saw he kissed this one. Do you see the problem? This is evil. And again, this is not an attack on trans people. This is an attack on people who are not being forthcoming. This is not an attack. I'm going to say it again because YouTube and y'all do not read or listen or don't know how to, use common sense or critical thinking. It's not because the person's trans. It is the problem that they're not being honest. Now, if the person he kissed, which was this one, isn't the trans one, that's great. Well, it's great that he's not trans. There's no lying. But you shouldn't be. This goes back to Clavicular now. This is where you shouldn't just be kissing people in the club like that because, one, let's just ignore the trans part. That person could have herpes, and these girls sometimes use makeup to cover the herpes sores that's on their lip. They do it. There's tutorials on women showing how to cover up herpes sores on their lip with makeup. That's a thing. That's a thing. You can look it up right now. It's evil. Let me see. Me as well. Yes. Usually they hide their Adam's apple with a turtleneck or. I thought they shave it down these days now. I thought they can remove that now. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't kiss anyone. Yeah. Don't. This goes for straight men, gay men, bisexual, any of you, whatever your orientation is. If you're going to a club or a meeting or gathering, do not kiss people you are not familiar with or don't know. Do not do it. It will cause trouble in a social aspect for you or a medical aspect for you. Do not do it. Do not do it. This goes for straights. This goes for gays. This goes for anyone who identifies as anything else. Do not do it. You will probably catch something. You might get sick. You might catch something you can't wipe off. You might kiss someone that's not who they say they are. Just don't do it. This is not, I don't like to have fun. No, don't do it because we live in a time where people are not forthcoming. That person probably even have AIDS. And I know some people say you can't get AIDS by kissing people, blah, blah, blah. But are you really going to take that risk? Like, honestly, let's be honest. You're gonna just because certain snakes are not poisonous, you're gonna put your hand in front of the snake just to prove that it's not poisonous. You're really gonna play that game? Are you stupid? Come on. Let's be honest. Are you that stupid just to do that, just to prove a point? You're gonna die on a point just because it sounds offensive to you? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? I would never do that. Just to prove a point. Oh, not all snakes are poisonous. So you're gonna put your hand in front of every fucking snake you come across just to prove a point? No. Okay, while we're at the don't fuck people you don't, don't have sex with people you don't know either. That's also a big thing as well. That's just as big as the kissing. Actually, I'll put more emphasis on the kissing because the kissing thing leads to that down the road anyway. But Some of y'all just don't see kissing as a big problem. So like, do not have sex with people you don't know. They can get pregnant. You can catch something. You know what I'm saying? It can cause social issues and problems in the future because you might have a one-night stand with that one chick, right? And then, or dude, and then you don't know that the person you just slept with is probably your boss's son, your boss's daughter, I don't know, your friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You can catch an STD, you can catch, or STI, whatever they want to call it. It's the same damn thing, pretty much. STD, urinary tract infection. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Just don't have sex with people you don't know. And no, it's not. This is not even coming from like a religious standpoint. Just common sense. Don't do that. Just don't. I will see you later, Art. This topic is getting me a little uncomfortable. I got you, bro. Yeah, AIDS can trim it that way, but many STDs can. Might catch might catch the suds. I'm not willing to fuck around and find out. Okay, I got you, bro.
Her, but this one right here, I mean, yeah, it's kind of looking sus here, man.
Yeah, that one looks sus. That one looks sus. But then again, these doctors be really good with that one in the middle, so we don't know. But I'm saying that one passes more than this one on the right. I'm just saying.
There are certain women with this build right here. You know, a lot of women at the gym, so it's entirely. I don't know what's going on out
For
here.
everyone.
It's no disrespect.
I mean, hey, yo, the fucking trans tech is getting crazy out here, bro. You know, bro, a few drinks in, a few pills in.
I just said it. This is a man who takes a lot of pills and drugs and he drinks and stuff. He almost died because of him almost overdosing. You think him in the dark, being buzzed and under the influence, is going to think clearly about in the dark around blonde hair, blue eyed women that looks alike and looks similar in build is going to look like a dude to him? No. We all know that. We all been in that situation where you saw a chick who was not as conventionally as good looking as she should be in the light compared to the dark, and you probably buzzed a little bit. You're like, I don't want to go home alone tonight. And this, I got a few drinks in me, so like, you know what? These drinks are really soothing, or at least making it much easier for these graphics to work for you. So
Shady club, you know, diffuse smoke in the air. Tell me some men wouldn't be duped.
Are you? No. What? They're saying in the chat. Sure. Okay, I just. I don't.
wait, go back.
No.
Smoke in the air. Tell me some men wouldn't be duped. Tell me some men wouldn't be tricked. Let's be honest.
Whatever, but are you? No. What? They're saying in the chat. Sure. Okay, I just.
Oh, she is. She said, "You are?" And she said, "Yes." She didn't say no. She didn't shake her head no. She just smiled at it. That one is the Decepticon. Well, I can't call it Decepticon because that's not the one you kissed. But then again, we don't know about that one either. So that one's a Transformer. I don't know, Autobot. I'm gonna call you Autobot so far. You're being honest. So you're an Autobot. You're one of the good guys. Emphasis on guys. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the Autobot. We don't know that one's a Decepticon or just a woman. We can't tell. We cannot tell. When you was talking about the hand in front of the, oh, okay. The metaphor I made. It was offensive to people who identify as a snake. Oh god, the good guys. You're one of the good guys.
I don't give a fuck about like.
No, don't feel me.
No, we're not.
Guys, this is nuts to me, like genuinely. And the top comment here is saying transvicular. Other comment here is saying, to be fair, he is transitioning himself. Another person said gay maxing. Another person said if he's got to ask, the answer is yes. Another one here says Clav is that small that the trans.
No, that's a stupid thing to say because yeah, sometimes you don't. If he couldn't tell, then you know what I'm saying he couldn't tell because the person passed because there are women who look like that. Let's be honest, there are women, European, they sound like they have an accent. There are European women who are OF models that look like that. You know what I'm saying? We know, or we can see a few OF models, or usually these streamers they hang with OF models. They look exactly like that. They look like a Paris Hilton type clone, bleach blonde hair, blue eyes, You know what I'm saying? They have an accent. You can't tell. So like the fact that he asked that individual right there and they said yes, that's an Autobot. They're a good guy. But like the other one didn't say they wasn't. And remember, that's the one he kissed. I'm kind of actually this is weird because he's asking the one he didn't kiss. So that means either he really can't tell between them both, or he was just that high to not tell which one he kissed. So he just assumed the one that looks the most ugly out of the two. Are you the one that is the Autobot? And the other one that's standing there is not saying anything. So it makes you think, okay, that's the one not only he kissed, but that person's not saying anything. So that makes you think, because if he's already asking about that one, shouldn't it be you as a human being to be like, okay, I just want to let you know, I'm not part of that life, but, I'm sorry if you felt upset or some type of way if I kissed you off rip. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the fact that you're just sitting there and just not saying anything makes me think, okay, I think you're not being forthcoming on something.
Has broader shoulders than him. Bro looks like Captain America when he was skinny Steve. Now, that is crazy. That is nuts. But, hey, I guess Clavicular is getting clavicle mogged by this young lad over here. Again, I gotta say, in the current year, man, the trans tech is getting nuts. Sometimes I come across posts, I have to question, is my radar going off or not? Like, what's going on? These surgeons and doctors, they are giving these people some...
No, these surgeons and doctors should go to jail. I'm sorry. I think I don't think the trans individuals if anything, they usually start off with a mindset. That's a mindset thing for majority of them. We're not talking about a hermaphrodite who's born with like two genitals. We're talking about a person who believes there's something that they're not, right? So it's the doctors that's really the issue because they can say who they are all they want, right? In most cases, you can biologically see who they are. But like, there are doctors who perpetuate and encourage this behavior is insane. Yeah, it's medical malpractice in my... Yes, this is evil. I don't like this. It's one thing if your sibling is an asshat. It's another thing when your parent encourages the hasism. You know what I'm saying? Hasism. That sounds stupid. The behavior itself. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with the medical field. It's not even these people. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Hardcore drugs, like the protocols they're insane. They're insane. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna say. We're not gonna say. I was just asking.
Why you say that?
No, I wonder if this. Why do I say that? Oh,
You know what should happen? I think anyone who gets the surgery and they get in some type of trouble because the person didn't know who they were based on their appearance, I think instantly that doctor should lose their license. They should lose their license to be brought from the medical field once that person gets in any form of medical trouble that has to do with their appearance. Because it'll make them think twice. They'll be like, do I really want to put my reputation on the line for this person if they choose to do devious stuff with the thing I just, performed on them? Nah. You know what I'm saying? And I am probably a capitalist and they're anti-capitalist. It's ironic, right? Oh, let me see. Wait. Let me see. It's because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. They force a dependent customer for... Yes, that's what it is. It's the thing I always mention all the time from Family Guy. It's that episode where Carter had the cure to cancer. And Brian said to Carter when they was trying to get into the facility to get it, they said, I think Brian said, Carter, you have the cure to cancer. You have the holy grail of all holy grails. Why won't you make this public to the masses? And he said, Brian, are you stupid? You think I'm stupid, Brian? Why would I give you a drug that will solve your problem that you pay say $2,000 for that one drug to save you when I can bill you every month for like $50,000 a year or even more for a lifetime when I can make money off you? The hell? Like, why would I give you something that will fix your problem? It's like taking your car to the mechanic, and every time you take it to the mechanic, he fixed the one problem, but there's always a new problem because he knows if he breaks something in it, you'll come back. It's kind of like that. Can't hold others accountable for other people's bad choice. You're true, but then again, these are people who are not sane, right? And the whole do no harm thing pushes this type of, I would say, this type of attitude to say, well, now I cut off whatever I need to cut off. Now I am at X, Y, and Z. And if you don't accept me for who I am, you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you stop it from the root of the encouragement, it goes away. They have to set reality for what it is. If you cut the encouragement, or what's cut the encouragement? If you cut the hydra's head from where it begins, it can't grow more heads type shit, I guess. So. He said probably capitalist. I don't know if I agree with that because they are the same argument liberals make about guns. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one, actually, when you make that point. That got me thinking. Yeah, I don't think that one through.
Bro, to be honest, I think this Clav dude is not a man. He's a male that wants to look feminine, so this case doesn't surprise me. I think he would kiss any creature that looks feminine, but what happened after that really humiliated Clav in front of everyone? Someone threw a drink at him, and he was left soaking wet.
Bro, relax. All right.
Bro, this guy, he's lost over, guys. I just gotta say, this guy has been, ever since he's gotten to France, I think he's still in France, he's just been humbled, and it's just like, he's out here kissing people indiscriminately. They may be biological females, they may be biological.
It's simple. If someone goes into the doctor and says, hey, doc, I really identify as a guy and no arms, with no arms, we don't cut off their arms. We tell them they need help. You're right.
Biological males, apparently
right.
He may or may not care. His sexuality is in question. Listen, I don't really give a if he's gay or not. Who cares? If he's into trans people or not. I mean, personally, me, I couldn't give a shit less.
But this is the thing I don't understand. Why are we pushing that on him that he is into it? If he was not into it or you didn't have a problem with it, he would just say, I don't care. But the reason why he even went to the person to ask this question is because he needed to know. Again, if we flip this on a chick, and a chick kissed a lesbian chick kissed a dude, kissed another lesbian who actually was a dude who's just LARPing as one, and she went to make sure that you was actually a lesbian because, like, that's what she's into, you guys will not call her straight for that. If anything, you guys will be mad at the individual pretending to LARP as a lesbian. I don't think that's a hard take to understand. But for some reason, because it's a man, we have to make fun. We have to point out. We have to bring up this every time type nonsense. Like, it's weird. It is strangely weird how we treat men like this to a degree. Again, I do not like Clavicular at all. But then again, it's like, fair is fair. You gotta call fair out, even against your enemies. You gotta call fair for fair. Like earlier, JR just said it earlier. I made the point about stopping charging doctors if one of these people started being a Decepticon. But he said that same argument goes the same way if you was using guns. As soon as you put that out, it's like, that makes sense. You see me not argue against it. As soon as he made that point, it made total sense. It's like, no, let me retract that and think that through. Because that's where critical thinking begins, when your argument is opposed, but your argument holds up against the thing that was opposed. Once you realize that either it's exactly the same or there's something flawed in it, there's nothing wrong pointing out and saying, oh, maybe I'm wrong for that. I think that's a Western problem we have. We have or maybe just a human thing, but a Western problem where we don't like to admit where we're wrong somewhere, or we was taking too far into something and realized, oh, maybe that's not the best idea. That's what I'm here for. Oh, I got you, bro. So like that's where that is. But for you guys to sit here and say, oh, he's probably gay. I'm like, bro, he's probably not, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't even ask the person if they were. He would just say, I don't give a damn. The person's pretty. It is what it is. Then I will say he's gay. But after that, after his initial knowledge of this, he had to pursue it and make sure it was thing. Because if he doesn't pursue, this is the worst thing. If he doesn't pursue it, people think you're gay. If you do pursue it, oh, you just gay all along, bro. I'm like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. As a man, you can never do wrong. You're always in this line of you have to be perfect in all situations. And this is, I think, a real problem. Like, it's that video with the guy who kept on asking those straight men, are you gay? And he's like, no way, bro. And then he shows a picture of another dude. He's like, is he gay? And you can obviously tell that the man is straight, but because they don't want to admit it, because as men, we were taught that a man that you don't know, if they're not like a brother, a literal friend, or like a cousin, or a father, or an uncle, if they're not one of these like tech or a coworker, they're none of these 6 things, you're off rip gay, even if the dude's not doing anything gay. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? like most of those videos, probably 85 to 95% of those men are not gay. But because they are being asked the question, and then they ask about themselves, and they ask another man, they don't want to look small and be like, anyway, nice to your fellow brother. So they will just call you gay off rip because, you know, it's not only that it's more funnier, it is what it is. But like, it's that sense of, I don't know, it's like, is that a dominance thing? I think it's like a social dominance thing. Like, if I call you gay before I do, it's like...
But it's just like, you know, you should probably have more wherewithal about your image, and if you want to maintain your position in the...
Okay, Maury's right on this one. You are a public figure. You should have more self-awareness of your situation, given that your whole shtick is like looks maxing and looking good and all that stuff, and, you know, trying to get chicks. You don't want to hit no allegations that you are of that orientation. So if the opposite of that orientation, I'm saying. So like, the best thing you should do is to not kiss girls you don't know, or have sex with women you don't know. Especially if you don't know if they're actually a woman these days. So like, you should be very much aware of this, because these people have nothing to lose. They have all to gain and nothing to lose. So, and that's the problem with most celebrities. Or e-celebrities, they have everything, but they don't know they have anything to lose. And then they do stupid stuff like GD on.
quote unquote looks maxing world, and you understand the fan base and the audience you have, you gotta understand you're gonna be taking a negative hit to this. This is a negative hit to your brand and your image as a looks maxing, you know, semi-adjacent alpha guy who's supposed to represent, you know, the pinnacle of masculinity or some shit, man. Like,
It's gonna be here in 1 minute. Relax. It's a little bit of water.
Anyone who refers themselves as an alpha male, you're not. Oh my god, just go to your father. God damn. And I know some of you may not have a dad. Go to your uncle, your brother. I don't know, your grandpa, if you have one. Maybe a coach, but like, and that's very. I don't really recommend that, because you could be a creep and weirdo. But like, you know what I'm saying? Why are you looking at some YouTuber who calls themselves as an alpha male? I think that's cringe. That's pretty cringe. No, that's absolutely cringe.
Fuck. Who gives a whatever? It's a $400 shirt. Who gives a fuck?
this guy's so skinny now.
Huh? Yeah. Did you get hit with that?
Yo, bro hopped off the trenbolone sandwiches, and he just lost so much muscle, man. It's actually insane. Holy shit.
He did? He lost muscle? Oh crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Shirt ruined, bro. At least the pants didn't. Oh, maybe.
I don't like how he didn't ask the other one, are you of that life? That's where maybe this is why the allegations are still happening to him. He didn't ask that one he kissed. He kissed that one. He didn't kiss the other one.
Okay.
So yeah.
Not to cope.
Yeah.
No, I understand that Clav is gay, yes.
It looks like this commentator again, he's going wild, but yeah, looks like Clav is just chilling, bro. I don't think he cares, man. So yeah, for anybody who's wondering if he was bi or anything like that, or, you know, into this type of shit, yeah, now you've gotten your answer, and hey, is what it is. It is what it is, man. What can I say? I'm not here to dictate
But he didn't confirm he is. See, this is why women don't take us seriously as men. This is exactly why we as men, women don't take us seriously. Because if it was a woman and she confirmed that if something did or didn't happen, y'all will run with it almost instantly. But if a dude said it didn't happen, you have questioned it almost off rip. Because like, let's use an example. I think it was back in 2000, what was it, 14 or 15? I think at this time, I think Kanye West was already broken up with Amber Rose, and I think he was just going out with Kim Kardashian. And at this time, he had some type of beef with, I think, Wiz Khalifa. I think it was Wiz Khalifa. And because they had some beef online, she chimed in saying, oh, something to the extent of saying, oh, Kanye, you don't miss when I used to put my fingers in your rectum or some crap like that. And because she said that, dudes off rip was clowning Kanye for that as if that was literal, like, gospel. How do you know she's not lying? Like, women lie too, bro. Like, they lie a lot. Actually, they lie a lot more than men. And sometimes for, like, no reason. Like, statistically proven that they lie more than men for, like, no reason at all sometimes. It's like, it makes no goddamn sense. Now, she could be telling the truth for all we know, but we don't know if she's actually lying at the same time. No one actually questioned this. No one put any question if this was a thing. They just ran with it, and that's where the problem comes in. We don't question women of the things the questionable things they do, especially as already known to facts. We just kind of, like, for instance, Cardi B, when she said she was roofing men and then taking their stuff while they fall asleep, or, you know, have them fall asleep at their home, and then they have dudes come over and steal all his stuff and they leave while he's asleep. No one said that was evil. They just, actually, no one said she was lying or not. They just went with what she said. You don't know if she was just saying that just to sound tough, which is not. It's a cowardly way of doing things, but like, I don't know. Hashtag believe all women. LOL, fuck that. Right? That's scary. You don't take the words of someone off rip, whether it's a man or a woman, but we tend to just let people, Yeah, Cardi B did that. Oh, you don't know? So Cardi B, I think she was on an interview. I think it was I don't know if it was like a what was it? What was the show? It was called I don't know, it was Vlad or a TV or it was a Breakfast Club, but she admitted off right that she said she used to get men drunk and then I think she would roofie them and then have dudes that she was affiliated with to run into their homes when they they'll take her back to their place after the club. This is before she was even on Love and Hip Hop and on those shows and stuff. This is before, so just let you know, this is not while she was a celebrity. So please put that in context. This is before she became famous. This is when she was Cardi B. Oh, before she was Cardi B. But she admitted off rip that she used to roofie men and let them fall asleep at home while they'll take them off at the club. She'll go to her house, get some homeboys to come over, and then while they fall asleep, she'll leave the door open. They'll come in and steal her stuff and leave. I don't give a fuck about Cardi B. She's a garbage person who music sus acts to. Yep. It is what it is. She used to do that. She said that off rip. Oh, I did hear a little bit. Yeah, she did that. She did that openly and said that off rip. And there was nothing wrong. She didn't face no repercussions whatsoever. Actually, people made fun of the men or made jokes about it, and that's it. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's like the Diddy thing. We make fun of people who was diddled by Diddy because he was into men. And I guess women, but he was into men. But the irony in this is because he did gay things, it makes it funny. But it was the other way around. If he was just like Weinstein and doing things to women, we would not make jokes about it. If anything, if you did make jokes about it, you would probably get banned or you would get in trouble or meet extreme consequence on a social aspect online. It's something about men's, like the straight man specifically, when the straight man's orientation's in question or like his word is in question, it's either literally just disregarded completely and whatever happens that's associated to those two things is facts based on just public opinion and feelings against men. But if it was a woman, it's almost we need to protect it. We need to give her every benefit of the doubt, everything under the sun. It is very weird and it's strange. It is very evil too. Again, I do not like Clavicular. I keep saying this. And again, this is not an attack on no trans person at all. This is just against people who are lying. So you could be a straight person who's lying, I'll say the same thing about you. If you're a trans person who's lying, I'll say the same thing about you as well. If you're a lesbian who's lying, I'll say the same thing about you. If you're a gay person who's lying, or a bi person, or whatever orientation you fuck with, I would tell you directly, you are a liar, sir, or ma'am. So it is what it is. Let me see. I mean, look what happened to a streamer who hurt the woman in Red Dead Redemption. You can brutally murder men in 99% of most games. No issues. Both men and women both needed to be held accountable. Wait, whoa. What happened on the streamer thing? Can you tell me? I'm not familiar with that story. You can tell me. I'm pretty sure it's something small, but like, what happened?
Any guy's fucking extracurricular activities and what he's into. I'm just saying it's kind of weird given how he rose, the image he was presenting, and now he's all of a sudden just like, you know, someone else said, oh no, he kissed a guy and he liked it. Another person said, I bet he likes it. Another person said, we live in a dystopian world. Another person said, I love that this guy's basically now the internet's biggest lol cow. That's funny as shit. Another person said, YouTube deleted my comments, so here it is again. Cuts his nose off, kisses a guy. What's next? This guy's more entertaining than a circus clown. I mean, hey guys, the comments are saying it.
Okay, most men. Okay, I read that. Wait, most men are held accountable at this point, so don't. But overwhelming majority are held to unfair standards. Women often use the "I'm a girl" excuse. Right? I'm a girl. I'm a girl though. What? The streamer was banned. Wow, he was feeding female characters to alligators. That isn't how it started. He did that as a form of escalation. Oh, okay. So wait. What was the first thing? When he killed like one female in Red Dead Redemption, and people made a stink about it. So in retaliation, he started feeding them to the alligators. Is that what happened after? If I'm catching that right?
Yeah, not me. I couldn't give a shit less. I was just kind of spooked when I saw this in my YouTube feed. I'm like, what is going on? This is one hell of a plot twist.
And does some insanely stupid shit. But throwing shit at people is not the right thing to do.
Agreed,
that
man.
could have been acid or something really dangerous that can literally ruin someone's life. But
I love how, throwing liquid or some random thing on people can ruin someone's life. But you guys are literally saying him kissing a person who's being a Decepticon isn't ruining his life? To like a certain degree. His life is not ruined in the sense like he's being hurt. But as an image in that sense of his reputation, given who he is and what he has done or what he represents, you don't think that's a little bit of the same thing to a degree? Like, think of it to yourself. If throwing an orange or some type of liquid on him was a problem, and I think they did it twice, how is that more problematic than him being lied to? What? He hogtied a surrogate because she was annoying. Oh God, got banned, and then he made a compilation of retaliation off all the ways he could, killing her in the game. Which is wild because in the same clip he headshots a man and no one cared. Wow. Which is wild because in the same clip no one cared. Not that I cared either, but that's my point. It's a double standard. Yeah, that's insane. I meant Rick Ross got backlash for the lyric of putting a drug in a woman's drink, but Cardi B gets called a victim for. Oh yes, okay. I know, I heard that story. Yes, okay, yes, I know about that story. Yes, he did a rap song. He said he put something in her drink to get with her and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. I heard of that one. And yeah, someone made that comparison too. Yeah, that's yeah.
that also shows that how much French people are hating this guy. Like, if you're finding people randomly on the street that hate you so much, then you have really f***ed up your image. Just like here, this woman was so pissed that Clav was talking shit about her country, and she straight up told him that he's not welcome to France.
You are not fucking French, you are fucking Nazi, you are fucking masculinist, or you are not welcome here. You said like something like
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know this sounds kind of evil for me to say, but please hear me out. I understand she's defending her country, but she wouldn't say that if those refugees was passing by. Let's just call it for what it is. I know that's kind of a hot take, but let's be honest. The refugees were like causing a lot of trouble in different parts of Europe. I bet you she won't have that same bravado with her man sitting right there. If those refugees who are from other countries who think differently from them wouldn't really put up with that nonsense. If anything, they'll retaliate. The only reason why she's retaliating against him because he's an easy target. She knows that he's not going to attack or even have a fight with her like that on the street, given who he is. And plus, he's white, so like he's not gonna put himself in that position, right? Yeah, those grape gangs go crazy, right? Like think about it. She wouldn't talk that. Those people are actually doing more harm to her country than him making a word about that country. But she won't do that. I bet you she won't. Very easy to stand up to a white guy, adjacent guy, right? Let's call it for what it is. Yeah, let's just Photoshop the "I'm the captain now" guy and see what it says. Yeah, right. Let's be honest. Like, again, I don't like Clavicular. I'm not actually defending him, but, like, let's be honest. If you're going to talk crazy to Clavicular like this on the stream where you're going to be seeing, I hope you'll do the same thing when those refugees who are doing a bunch of harm to your country is passing by or streaming and saying how horrible your country is and doing horrible things, because they be streaming sometimes and saying some crazy stuff. So when they're passing by and you see it, I hope you have the same bass in that voice, and I hope your boyfriend's there to defend it if he's willing to die for that. I'm just saying. Is your boyfriend willing to die on the laurels of your voice of your words against someone else? I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Her boyfriend is like, bro, just keep walking. She's all she does. Yes, all does this.
I hope you have a really good night, man.
To be honest,
That's crazy. I'm telling you, the French hate this man. We have some other comments here. Someone said the chin isn't lying with this screenshot. Oh my god, what is that? Yo.
Oh my god. That's a Jay Leno chin. I like how people are confusing the first girl he talked to compared to the other girl he kissed. These are two different white women, or white Autobots.
People, calm down with the plastic surgery.
Green
This is
Goblin.
ridiculous. Like, bitches are looking like the
Green
Grinch.
Goblin.
Another person said, double laughing emoji. Another person said, there's nothing wrong with being trans. I don't understand why. I mean, listen, nobody's saying there's anything. Like, do what you want. It's just like Clavicular has given an image of which you would assume is anti that. Like,
No, you guys just don't like him. Let's be honest. You guys just don't like him. That's why you guys want to put that on him so fast. Because you know the person is being a Decepticon if they was lying. But because you don't like him, you want to put that on him. I bet you it was Markiplier of all people being lied to. You guys would be at the defense of this man. Now, I have no problem with Mark. I love Mark. I love Markiplier. I love his videos. I have no problem with his videos. I have no problem with Mark Fishbach as a person. But, like, let's just call it for what it is. You just don't like the man. And because his image is associated to his fame, and that's his whole shtick, and the whole looks maxing thing, which is cringe as hell. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it for what it is. You guys just don't like him. Because if it was someone you guys genuinely liked, you would probably stand up for him and say, that person's evil for trying to, it is what it is. Yeah, I just don't like him, and that's okay too. Yeah, it's okay to admit it. Just say for what it is. But for you to say, oh, no, he's that orientation I'm trying to push upon him, because you guys are really pushing it on him. But it's the context that makes it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I will say against Clavicular, he didn't ask the other chick that he actually kissed. The one that was in the middle is the one he kissed. And for some reason, he asked the one that was not as pretty, are you X, Y, and Z, which I think that one said yes. But the other one, he didn't ask. So that, you know what I'm saying? You should at least ask to confirm, because it could be just, a Autobot with a chick. But, because, you women like to hang out with that for some odd reason. I don't know why, so.
anti-kissing trans people. Another person said, I didn't know she was a man, and that fucker has a bigger chin than 2 times mine. I think, Chris, you gotta kind of censor this.
Bro, we already know they have a cult mind mentality. I just watched trans liberals on TV vote for a guy with a Nazi tie. Okay, that makes sense.
Anyway,
right.
so apparently Clavicular ends up
You're right.
addressing this situation, and guys,
They won't like it when it gets thrown back in their... You're right, or it happens to a woman. A real woman. They literally says pro or con just based on whether they are on their side or not. Yep.
just want you to know. This caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, here's this guy's statement.
So yeah, everyone's gonna say cap on this because obviously it wasn't on stream, but
Allegedly.
after I ended, the girls were outside. Well, maybe not plural.
What?
Here's this guy's statement.
What?
So yeah, everyone's gonna say cap on this because obviously it wasn't on stream, but
Allegedly.
after I ended, the girls were outside. Well, maybe not plural.
Oh my God, he knows.
Oh no.
Singular.
Not my subject.
But regardless,
Maybe singular.
We brought them back and kicked it.
Kicked it?
So I didn't slay.
But listen, clearly,
Oh my God, dude, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't like clavicular, but if any man ironically says the word slay, you are gay, sir. I'm sorry. That's just me. It's not really an attack on gay people, but like any straight man who says I use slay ironically to, you know what I'm saying? You're gay. It is what it is. That might be my opinion, and you might find that offensive, but come on. Any straight man says slay, I didn't slay. That was already taken by gay men and women saying slay queen, all that stuff. So when you say slay as a form of like getting some ass, now you're making the allegation sound true. I have gay friends who don't use the word slay because it's too. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this is not an attack on gay people. It's just like, come on. Even like it's like that one scene from American Dad when the two gay men, I forgot their name, who are like weather reporters, I think. one said something really gay that the blonde one said, "Dude, I'm gay," and that was super gay. Like that was even too gay for even for me. I was like, bro, come on. just say hit or yeah, just say I hit it, I cracked, I got in, get it in, something like that. But like, I didn't smash. Just say smash. I didn't smash. Smash. Gay people can't make the word smash sound the same. Like make that sound gay, because that's like associated to like the Incredible Hulk. So yeah, I didn't smash. That's fine. But when you say I didn't slay, I'm like, bro, you're making the allegation sound even more true. I can't even help you there, and I don't even like you. I don't even like you. Like,
Is by. I'm just gonna be honest. The vast majority of straight men are not bringing back a trans person back to their crib to quote unquote kick it late at night high drunk.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He has a point there. Maury has a point. Once you realize the person was or isn't gay, even the fact, trans, just the fact that you still pursue the person, even if you prove that it was a chick, I wouldn't associate myself with them in the sense of like your image of the whole stream and stuff. Like, it's not an attack on them, but just the fact that you're already being mocked as hell because of the whole, the whole like problem with it. The fact that you still took them back will make them people still think X, Y, and Z that you're kind of on that BS. But it is what it is. What's wrong with getting old? Yeah, well, nothing's wrong with that either. But
when we all already know what guys are really trying to do with girls. Like, let's be honest here. Like, Clavicular just needs to step outside the closet, bro. If this is what you're into, go like embrace that shit, bro. Nobody would be shocked. Maybe slightly shocked, but hey.
I was just hanging with the one real one, and then obviously the Clippers were trolling me hard. So you guys, I was only talking to the one. The Clippers did me dirty there.
No, he's panicking.
All good though.
He's panicking.
There's so many bugs in my room because the stupid bitches last
Dude.
night.
what?
At this point, like, I just gotta say, if that's what you're into, man, cool. If you didn't know, well, shit, stop kissing random people in the club. If this was just Clippers.
Actually, to be honest with you, this is not even a trans problem. The problem is you shouldn't be kissing people like that. I'm just gonna call what it is. Like, no matter how much I have a point about the whole Decepticon and Autobot thing, that's just a joke, just to like get past the whole like word. But you shouldn't be kissing people in the club randomly. That's just not cool. Just don't do that. Don't kiss people randomly that you don't know or have sex with them. Don't do
Taking this shit out of context. Well, fucking L Clippers, get better Clippers, pay them more, or just fucking fire them. Either way, I'm not shocked by the situation. I'm not shocked that he's in the situation. Bro's out here just kissing anyone and anything, in the club that he finds attractive. So yeah, he was bound to get into this situation, bound to get in this mess. But guys, what do you think about this? I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm just reacting to shit. I'm talking in real time, no scripts. We're out here vibing. What is it, like 5 a.m. in the morning? Holy shit, I need to go to bed. No, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Anyway, we're out here, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right, guys. I was gonna do more videos, but I think this one took too much time for me, so we'll hold off with the other ones for tomorrow or in a few days. I gotta edit this. So that's I'd like to try to share a comment of what you guys think. Do you think was Clavicular right and wrong for what he did? Him kissing random people. I think he was wrong for kissing random people because this led to this situation. You shouldn't be kissing people randomly or having sex with people you don't know, because you find yourself in these situations, given that his whole shtick is looks maxing, or trying to get girls and being an alpha male and all that nonsense. So if I was him, I would not ever indulge in this behavior in the slightest. Now, for the person who was, I'm not going to call them a Decepticon because we don't know if the person was being forthcoming with them or told them or what case may be, because the black guy told him and waited. So he's a Decepticon by default because he shouldn't have said anything. He should have said something beforehand, knowing how Clavicular is, because he's into bleach, blue-eyed white women 9 times out of 10, or just women, just into women in general. But like, he has a type. So like, for him to sit there and wait till he got under the influence to do what he did, you're a Decepticon, sir. Yeah, he was wrong. He was wrong to do that. You should let your boy know and say, hey, listen, bro, before you pursue any of these chicks, I'm just letting you know which one's who. So before you get into any trouble or you try to get on any, influences of the sort, because we live that type of life, I'm just letting you know now. So whatever happens, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But for the black guy to wait, to tell bro that was a dude, I'm like, bro, come on, man. You had that plan. You're evil. That's one. And then two, if both those individuals were honest and told him beforehand, or, was honest after the fact, but the fact that he didn't ask the one he actually kissed, he asked the one that was ugly out of the two. So, like, why didn't you ask the one that you actually kissed? Because she was standing right there. Probably she's one of them because she didn't say anything. Evil world we live in, right? That was evil. You don't say anything after that, right? That's evil. So everyone's wrong in all situations. The black guy was wrong for not telling his boy if that's his boy, because he told him, so he might know him in his. Because one thing about Clavicular, he hangs out in a certain group of people. He only hangs out like a VIP spot who he's paying for. So that black guy's there. He's one of his people probably in his circle. So that black guy should have said something before he did anything. So one, the black guy's wrong for not saying anything. Two, Clavicular's wrong for not just kissing random people. He shouldn't be kissing who we don't know. And then three, if they're women, or if they are LARPing as such, they should at least be forthcoming if they were at the beginning. If they were, I can't say they wasn't, so I can't call them Decepticons. But then again, if they were being honest, they're one of the good guys. They're the Autobots, and they're the best. After the fact, even if he pursued them and asked them, are you X, Y, and Z? One of them was honest. I think she said yes, but the other one didn't say anything. So that tells you everything you need to know. So everyone's wrong. Truly, yes, it's just like a group of villains just mingling around. It's like there's no honor amongst thieves type nonsense. Decepticons get Jesus, right? Get Jesus, guys. It is what it is. So I'm not putting all blame on the people who are claimed to be trans. I don't know if they even are. We don't know. But then again, this is Clavicular's fault. He should have been, not kissing people. And the black guy should have said something if that's his homeboy, because it seemed like it is. So it is what it is. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys for coming in. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you learned something. I hope some of you who watched this video didn't get offended, because I made it very clear it's not an attack on those trans people. They didn't do anything wrong, and at least they didn't do anything wrong. If anyone who did anything wrong, it's the black eye and Clavicular. They should have not be kissing people and they should let your homeboy know. It is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. They shall face justice, right? It is what it is. So, do you guys agree with me with my sentiment, with my metaphors and stuff? Do you think it was too harsh, too mean? Whatever case may be, you tell me. Was I being evil? Was I being judgmental? Was I being rude? Or whatever case may be. Put your comments at the bottom. I'll read them. I'll even try to answer them if I can. If you're being too extremely rude, I'll just leave you on read. But it is what it is. So, I'll let you guys go. Have a great night. Thank you, JR. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Silver. And thank you, JR. I think, and PT. Thank you for coming in. And Lael. And I think Mighty was in here, but I don't totally, I'm not sure. I think Mighty was in here for like a couple of minutes. I'm not totally sure. Yes, but the snake, you're being defensive to snake people. Okay, fine. It is what it is. So with that said, have a great night, guys. Keep safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out. I'm mean to the snake people. Oh, damn.